What is going on, YouTube? So this is a long overdue video. We are going to do a boat walkthrough in this video. So before I start the boat walkthrough, I want to talk to you guys really quickly and apologize for not uploading more regularly. I've been extremely busy traveling with Kylie and going on some work business trips, so I haven't been able to upload as frequently as I'd like, but I'm going to use this video here to serve as my first daily vlog again. Okay, so we're going to start daily vlogging again starting now. Please let me know what you guys would like to see in future videos. The nights are getting shorter, so you're not going to see as many fishing videos, but let me know what kind of tips and tricks videos you want to see. If you want rod arsenals, if you want boat tips, whatever you'd like to see in future videos, or if you'd like to see daily vlogs, just let me know in the comment section below, and I'll try to make those videos for you guys. So here's a forewarning for you guys. My boat is not super clean. You're going to see my boat and what it would look like if I were out on the lake fishing. So there's going to be some tackle boxes in here that are not organized properly. You're going to see my rod locker, maybe not organized properly. But I'm just going to give you the basic boat walkthrough. We're going to start at the front of the boat, work our way to the back. Here we go. Okay, so starting up here at the front of the boat, I have a Minn Kota Fortrex. It's a 101 pound thrust, and it's a 52-inch shaft. Now that 52-inch shaft is important when you're fishing these big waters, because when you get those big waves, the motor wants to stay in the water a little bit better with the longer shaft. A lot of you guys are probably wondering what this thing is right here. This is my Panoptix transducer. Panoptix has been a game-changing technology that has really changed the way that I fish. It allows me to see in front of the boat. It's essentially forward-viewing sonar. I'm going to do a video on Panoptix and how it works here, probably in the next week or two, so stay tuned for that. Then this is my HydroWave. I haven't been in a situation where I can honestly say the HydroWave works 100% certain, no questions asked, but it's one of those things where if I get into a bind or if the fish don't seem to be biting like they should, I turn this HydroWave on, and sometimes it's fired up a couple extra bites for me. If you guys watched my unboxing video a few weeks back, you'll notice I switched to the 3-blade Kipwa prop. It's great for that big water, has a lot more torque, so I can keep my trolling motor button a little bit lighter, and that'll keep me right in the same place a little bit better. Another unique thing about my trolling motor is I don't run a standard transducer. There are times I kind of wish I would, but instead of running a standard transducer, I just run Panoptix because I believe in it that heavily. So that's the very front of my boat. That's the trolling motor. That's everything associated with the trolling motor. Now we're going to move backwards just a little bit, look at some of my electronics, look at my compartments. If you guys notice, I run my HydroWave unit. I put it right here on this little dash cutout. I have it Velcroed on there, so if I want to take it off, I can. I have my light tab over here, my trim tab right here. And then I run the Garmin. This is a 1040XS unit. This is Panoptix compatible, so I have my Panoptix running to that. Then here's my Talon foot pedal. This allows me to control the Talon from the front of the boat, so that way I can basically control the Talon without having to go back to the console. The Phoenix 920 has a built-in recessed trolling motor pedal. That's extremely nice, especially on that big water, so you don't have to have your foot way up here on top of the trolling motor. You can stand level, and it just makes it really convenient, really nice when you're out on the big lake. That recessed trolling motor pedal also is extremely nice to reduce back fatigue. When you're standing with your knee up really high up on the trolling motor, if it's not recessed, it tends to lead to a lot of fatigue and can make you off balance out there on the water, which is not good, because there have been times even with the recessed trolling motor I've almost fallen in. So now we're going to take a look at my rods and the compartments and kind of give you a look at how I lay out my boat. So this is pretty much how I always have my boat. I tend to leave rods on the deck of my boat when it's in the garage. So we'll just go over these rods really quickly. This is for Lake Huron. I have an underspin with a little swim bait. I have a tube rod. I have an Alabama rig, which I haven't caught any fish on yet. And then I have 2 drop shots. If you guys have paid any attention to my recent videos, you know that I catch a ton of fish on drop shots, which is why I have 2 rods rigged up. I'm actually at home right now building another one, which I'll show you a little bit later on in this video. So here on the left side of my boat is my rod locker. So you'll notice that I took out the divider. This used to have a rod divider here. What I did is I took that out so I could fit more rods in here. Right now I have probably 10 extra rods in here, ton of room, huge rod locker, and it has a little storage center here, which allows me to organize some of my rods. So the left side is my rod locker. This right side over here, this is essentially my catch-all. This is where I keep my PFD. I have my fire extinguisher here, a couple extra weigh bags. I have an extra face mask. I have my iPad holder right here. I have a waterproof bag. This waterproof bag is really nice out on the water. It keeps my rain suits dry and anything else that I don't want to get wet. I also store a couple tripods in here, just small tripods, and then 2 extra PFDs. Those PFDs are important to have, especially out there on all the bodies of water, because if your buddy doesn't bring one, you need an extra one in the boat to make you legal when you're out there. So that's pretty simple. That's my right rod locker. And now we're going to get into the meat and bones, the part a lot of you guys want to see how I organize my tackle. So here we go. So what you notice is my boat has 2 compartments. It has one up front, a smaller one, and then your big main compartment up here. So we're going to take a look at this, which I try to keep as empty as possible. But as you'll see, I do have some baits up here. You know, I have a box of reels with some line. I carry 2 or 3 extra reels, and then I have a box of drop shot baits. This is all my Bass Magnet Lures products. Pretty much all of my go-to drop shot baits are right up here in this box, where it's easy to get to, easy for me to access. I have a couple baits in there, and then I have a save face. This save face is awesome, especially on that big water when it's raining or when it's really rough and you don't want to get hit in the face with water. This save face has really saved me a few times out there. So not a ton in that front box. Now we're going to take a look at my big rod locker and show you guys what I have in there. So my Phoenix has my bump board built in right here to my big rod locker, easy to access, and then it has a built-in bait storage system here, another built-in soft plastic storage over here, and then just tons of space in here. Now there used to be dividers that went across, but what I've done is I've pulled those out so I can fit more boxes in here. I probably carry more tackle than I'll ever need, but at least I have it. You know, I have my deep crank box right there, I have my top water box, my walking bait box, shallow crankbaits, jigs, some drop shot baits and tubes, so on and so forth. Here's my terminal tackle. I got this at the college championship a few years back. Some hooks, a whole bunch of hooks, tube heads, flipping hooks, trailer hooks, blah blah blah. Tons of that stuff in this box. Makes it extremely convenient because I know where all my hooks are. And then I have these little 3600 size boxes that hold smaller baits. This is my straight tail or finesse worm box. I have a box with craws in it. You know, some more boxes over here, just the 3600 style. And then I have a terminal tackle box right here. This terminal tackle box is one of the old Plano FTOs or Falcon FTO boxes. Essentially has built-in dividers which allow me to be really organized on the water. Some of you guys are probably wondering what this box here is. This box here has my dies in it. As you can tell, they get beat up, bounced around. That box is extremely important because it's waterproof, so if those dies do leak like that, it doesn't get all over my boat. I have some extra swim baits, 6 cents Corex swim baits, you know, extra treble hooks, more treble hooks, a spy bait. So this box is essentially where I keep the bulk of my tackle. I tend to store a lot of baits right here. Baits that I've cut off, I just throw right here on my cooler. Easy access, and it tends to be a little bit of a mess. I have a tool holder right here, pliers, 2 pairs of scissors, another pair of pliers, some split ring pliers, but that goes right there. Now here's my cooler. In my cooler I have some Powerade, some waters, I have Sprite, And if you guys watch one of my other videos, I have Mountain Dew. That's in case I hook a fish deep. That's important to always have in your boat. Then I have some Cliff Bars, which really shouldn't be in there. In this compartment here, I have basically all of my basics of drop shot stuff. I have some Brooklyn Gulp. I have 1/4 ounce, 3/4 ounce, some pencil weights, you know, my snips, some more drop shot weights. I basically have a catch-all box for all my drop shot stuff right here. Here's another box. I have some drop shot hooks, some punch weights, a big swim bait. So this is really another catch-all box. One of the unique things about a Phoenix bass boat, you actually have a co-angler rod locker. So I'll show you this right here. So this box here can serve as a co-angler rod locker. I have my extra trolling motor prop in here, and a prop wrench. So that box doesn't typically get used. Then you can add a second console, which is inside, but all you have to do is pop this off and you can put a second console on there. So now we're in the driver's seat. So I'm going to show you guys where I spend a lot of my time finding some of those spots that I catch those giant smallies at. This is my view from the driver's seat. I run a Garmin 7610 paired with side view, down view, and traditional sonar. It's chirp sonar, which is ultra clear, allows you to have really good separation between the bottom and the fish. As I said, I run a Phoenix 920, and here's another little Minn Kota Talon button right here. This is my hydraulic jack plate, digital gauge, and then I have my trim gauge right here. Let me show you guys how I run my GoPro on my boat. I actually have a built-in 12 volt right here that I run a 10-foot charger up here to my dash. I have it on a suction cup mount, and this is a session mount. I run this at the front of my boat. Very nice. One of the coolest features about a Phoenix boat is where they put the net. One thing about the net in this boat is that they put it in the floor, so it's extremely easy to access, but it can hide away. Let me show you guys. Here's another Minn Kota key fob, and here is my net. This is also my drain, but you open this up and my net is right here. It makes it easy to access, but it stores it away when it's not in use. This is one of the most important pieces of equipment in my boat. This keeps me safe every day that I'm on the water. This is my Onyx auto-inflatable life jacket. I wear this every time I'm on the lake. Definitely one of the most used, most important pieces of equipment I have on my boat at all times. Here is my catch-all box. This is my storage box right in the middle. You know, I have my Costas. I have an extra scale. I have my new gambler scale, some sunscreen, some extra glasses. Of course, I've got Bigs. I've got a Cliff Bar. This is my insurance. All my paperwork that I don't want to get wet is in here. Basically, everything that I have to have in my boat pretty much every time I'm on the water. So moving to the back of the boat, let me show you my two live wells. Phoenix has some giant live wells. I have my call tags typically go here, but I put them in a different box for now. Two giant live wells. Nothing special about that. This box here is always empty. This is my co-angler box, but as you can see, I just have my call tags in there right now. In this box here, I have all of my rainwear. All my rain suits go in here. I have 2 rain suits. These were the dividers that go in that front compartment. GoPro stuff, a hoodie, an underwater go pole, some extra line. That box is pretty unexciting. And then I run 2 12-foot Talons, holds me in place when I need to. And then I run a 250 SHO Yamaha, awesome motor, bulletproof so far, knock on wood. Great motor, powers my boat, awesome. So that's the basic run through of my boat. Now just let me give you a quick shot of the boat in its entirety. So guys, that's just a really quick run through of my boat. You got to see how I lay it out. You got to see all my tackle, where I keep my rods, where I store my life jackets. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick walkthrough for you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel or haven't yet, click the subscribe button down below and go check out some of my old videos. Also, check out my social media accounts: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. They're all down in the description below. And let me know what you'd like to see in future videos. As always, guys, take care, tight lines. Most of all, God bless.